rest of camp. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Stream officially over. 4 hours. Do you see that? 4 hours on this. That was crazy. Hello, people. Welcome to the 12-hour write-a-thon. I opened today with a 4-hour long stream, so we have done 4 of 12 hours, and so far I have a little over 2,000 words. Not terrible. That was about 500 words an hour, which was very good because we were very chatty on the stream. So based off of that, I think that was great. And that puts me at 27,186 words for today. I guess I should intro what my plans are and what my goals are. First and foremost, I want to hit my NaNoWriMo goal. That is the main goal. My goal on the website, I guess I should say, my word count goal, and that is 30,000 words. So technically today would have to be a 5K day in order to complete that. In 12 hours, I feel like that's doable. As I said, I'm already 2,000 words in and we're 4 hours in. So even at a rate of 500 words an hour, that is 6,000 words for the day, which is incredible. But I do think I will be doing a little more than that. At least I hope. Anyways, I did start at 25,000 words pretty much evenly. I was at 25,034 words to be specific. Pretty much to finish my camp goal for today is to get 5,000 words. That, I don't think, is going to be the end of this book though. As I was saying on the stream, actually, I think this book is going to end up being closer to 35K, maybe 40 if I feel crazy, but that is not my concern right now. My concern is getting the 30,000 words and seeing how far I get in the story, because that progress would be nice, you know. I think I'm gonna be able to do more than 5K today. I'm not gonna set a goal. I would love to aim for the rest of this to get maybe closer to 800 words an hour instead of 500, at least to hit the 5K, of course, but closer to maybe like 6 or 7K today. That would be amazing. I do have my secret weapon now that I've been using lately. That is 20-minute sprints and classical music. I don't know how it works. I mean, I know classical music is good for like studying and getting stuff done quickly, but it genuinely, like, something possesses me when those happen, and I can get like 600, 700 words in 20 minutes when that's been impossible for the past few months, honestly. So that, I don't know, I don't know, but I will be using this epic pro tip strategy that I found a couple days ago to try and really push my word count for today. That being said, I'm having so much fun with this book right now. Everything is just coming out of my brain so much easier. And I mean, like today itself, I have written 2 chapters already. Well, 1.5. I finished chapter 12 of this book in the stream, wrote all of chapter 13 in the stream, and then I just started chapter 14 right before we ended. And I am pretty much wrapping up the first scene in chapter 14, which is crazy. I mean, a couple weeks ago, I couldn't even push out a chapter a day. So having 1.5 chapters done 4 hours into this is pretty incredible, not gonna lie. But that being said, I am gonna take a little break for now. I'm gonna slow down. I'm not gonna stop writing, but I'm definitely gonna slow down for a little bit and eat some food, because I have not eaten a ton today since I woke up and just went straight on stream. But we're gonna eat a little bit, and then I will come back with a vengeance, hopefully. I don't know if vengeance is the right word. I'll come back and write. We'll come back and write. Okay, so I just finished eating. We're done. Right before I got my food, I realized that my outline right here between the end of the fun and games sequence and into the midpoint is just empty still. Well, not, it's like half empty. The first part, I think I talked about in a vlog before. I completely left a section of the outline open and in the air for me to figure out later. And I did figure that out. And that part is complete. It's a very big mystery surrounding one of my main characters that she has to solve in an attempt to, like, save her people, to save humanity. And I did figure that out. I had to figure out the sequence of like events and like loopholes she has to jump through in order to find this lead that she follows until the midpoint, or until a little bit after the midpoint. I don't know. Anyways, I had figured that out. That's great. The only problem now is the fact that I need to integrate the sort of main plot, or the like plot that should arc over into book 3 into her little like mystery arc, and I have not done that. Honestly, what I need to do really is just come up with like 2 scenes that we can see from my other main character's perspective of this colonization of a new planet, and once I figure that out, we should be good. I also need to set up those 2 scenes for them to be making a lot of progress in the colony, and into developing this planet into a place they can live on, because after the midpoint near the bad guys close in, it gets pretty much like completely destroyed. Maybe not completely destroyed, but like half destroyed, where they're seen finally making a ton of good progress, and it's really looking like they'll be able to call this place their home pretty soon, and then it just falls apart. So I need to find probably 2, maybe 3 scenes showing that kind of progress before it gets ruined, because right now they are still in a pretty tough place, progress-wise. I need them to start being on the upswing. So I gotta figure that out before I can continue writing. Another hour has passed, and I have done nothing but eat food and watch YouTube. So we're gonna get back into it. We're gonna get going. Okay, so quick update. I have outlined these next 5 chapters. Well, I'm working on this chapter right now. I'm on the 2nd scene of this chapter, but these ones are completely unwritten, and it's just a scene-by-scene play of what I want to write in these chapters, so we're all set up. Do I think I'm gonna write all the way down to chapter 18 today? Probably not, but I do have it planned out, which is nice. Okay, but it's time to lock the freak in. Yes, sir. About an hour later, and we have written another 1,000 words. Let's go. We're officially at 28,000 as well. Can you even see that? Oh my god, 2,000 words away. And I technically still have 6 hours in this. This scene that I just kind of wrapped up ended up being a lot more tragic than I thought it would be. One of my main characters is going through a series of logbooks that the people that previously tried to colonize this planet had written out as they tried to do their jobs. They tried to figure out, like, where should they settle down? Where would be the best place to grow food? Where would be the best place to release certain, like, wildlife? And as time goes on, those priorities begin to shift into not so much how do we try and figure out the future of, like, how would this colony run? How would we, like, prepare the land for a whole, like, country of people to come and settle down, to more of, like, how do we get our message back to the mothership, and how do we make sure that they're getting this message, because we're running out of materials, we're running out of food. Their ship doesn't fly anymore because it got eaten by this sort of moss that lives across the entire planet, and that eats metallic elements. In a sense, it eats at the metal and has rendered their one and only ship completely useless. So they know they're trapped, they know they're starving, they cannot, for some reason, contact their mothership, the space city that they launched from, and it's that slow progression from, oh, we're doing our jobs, we're trying to learn more about this planet, we're trying to plan for the future, to, okay, we're not getting any message back. We might have to halt for a little bit and focus more on troubleshooting why this isn't working, to now I need to figure out, to now we need to try and figure out if we can use the plants on this planet to make more food because our food stores are becoming low, to that not working very well, and to them beginning to try and ration out what they have left, and the sort of daily caloric intake of each person slowly going down and down and down until we start seeing logs and the entries that are beginning to chronicleize the crew's deaths due to starvation. Wasn't expecting to put all this in the book. Like actually write it down and see one of my main characters going through the logbooks and seeing this. It just happened. It's crazy to think about. And how literally people have gone through something similar to this. Obviously not on a whole new planet in space trying to, you know, colonize this planet. But just like in general, being stranded, losing all of your available food, and dying, a whole crew dying of starvation because they just don't have food, that is terrifying. That is so scary to me. And yeah, we just wrote it into the book. So bit of a tone change. I wasn't expecting to put all of that in here, but we did. Not that the rest of this book is very happy. Still, really, really mellowed out the mood. Dying of starvation really killed the vibe, I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I am at 3,000 words. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna not talk about starving to death, and we're gonna talk about how an entire intelligent species got destroyed in a space war against the very same people that my main characters are fighting against. I told you, the rest of this book is not going to be happy and fun and silly. Yeah, it's not gonna be happy and fun and silly anymore for the rest of the series, honestly. Can't wait. Hi, my tripod is currently standing in my sink, so pray for me, I guess. I'm currently making a cup of warm chai because, I don't know, I want warm chai. And I wanted to do a little update because I've written a slight amount since I talked last. I'm coming up on a very big scene in the book where we're almost at the end of the fun and games, almost at the midpoint. I've changed the sort of save the cat kind of vibe, I think, where my main character learned something new about the main enemy of hers right before that main enemy strikes. And the main enemy striking technically in the outline is the midpoint, though I would say now, because of how I've structured it, this new thing that she learns would technically be the midpoint in this case. But anyways, I'm on that scene where she learns the new thing, and at first she has to travel through space to get to this star system that she's been looking for. When she gets there, she realizes that this whole society has been destroyed. Their whole planet has been destroyed through conflict, and this conflict was fought against the people she's fighting against. Sorry, had to grab the tea bags. But she makes the discovery that, yeah, she's gonna lose this. There's no way she's gonna win this. I mean, it's not literally just her, but in the sense that humanity cannot win this battle. She figures this out, she comes to terms with it, she's like, okay, this is now a plan of like, almost escape, in a sense, instead of like war, I guess. But before she can act on this new idea, this fact that she's come to realize, her only mode of escape has vanished. Her chance out has completely disappeared from the galaxy, apparently, and she starts freaking out. So that is all happening very soon, like literally in this scene, and in the, oh, I just dropped the tea bag package in the milk. Dang it, no. Ew. Literally, what was I saying? I got so distracted by that. Really, the ending of the book is kind of like bing bang bong. After that, there's space conflict, crazy things happen, and it's the second book. We don't get a huge resolution. We don't get really any resolution in this book, not gonna lie. And then it ends. I say that like I can write it all in like a matter of hours. It's probably another 5,000 words, as I said earlier. In the sort of beat sense, it is very rapid. Forgot to add this. This is vanilla syrup. I make it myself because, I don't know, it's easy. Cool. Anyways, that is coming up right now in the book, and it is a very big scene. It's a very daunting scene. And as I've learned with myself, is that these big, daunting, like, very impactful scenes are very difficult for me to get into. It takes a lot of like convincing myself that I can write this and that it will turn out well for me to actually get into it, or I mean, well enough. And I'm currently in that convincing stage right now. That's why I stopped to talk to you guys and make this drink, but it does take a little bit to be like, no, it's okay. You can write it, it'll turn out fine. And usually it does. It does end up turning out fine. I had a scene like this a couple days ago where my main character was going up to another highly intelligent alien species and attacking them in cold blood in order to benefit herself. And she doesn't see it as benefiting just herself. Obviously, it's benefiting her entire species. It's benefiting humanity. But in that moment, it's benefiting herself. And that scene as well, I was so scared of writing. I was like, this is gonna suck. This is gonna sound so bad. And I actually enjoyed that scene, I think. It's pretty anticlimactic, but I'm justifying that right now by the fact that this species is a very calm and stoic sort of like, their culture is very rooted in that sort of stoic feel. But I think it turned out well. I think it turned out okay. And yeah, I'm having that same predicament right now. And I had it earlier too. I was streaming when it happened, so I was kind of forced to write it. But when that did happen, for that second one, I came up with a little piece of world building like that we do not see any other place that I did enjoy. That I do enjoy, and I think it's pretty cool. So good things can come out of it. But we're gonna write it. We're gonna write it, and it's gonna be okay. Once this tea is done. But we're gonna write it. We're gonna write it. I promise. I've been talking for way too long. I'll see you guys later. And we are less than 900 words away from 30K. I genuinely can't believe it. And so far, this is going pretty good. Not as much conflict as I would want, but what can I expect from myself in a zero draft? It's fine.
Thanks for letting concentrate for us and invite us to a bakery. But first, we're gonna need the aprons. It's my salad starches.
Oh my god, we did it. we did it! Ah! Oh my god! Let's put this in that camp website. Yup! Yup! Yeah! I genuinely did not think this was going to happen. What? What? Hello. You guys are currently on top of my fridge because that's the best angle I have right now. Sorry. But we're gonna make our last silly drink of the day. I've had chai, I've had coffee today. Probably way too much caffeine, it's fine. We're making an iced matcha latte. I didn't say that, I was supposed to. Here's my little like matcha bowl set for making it. It's so cute. I love this color. probably doesn't show up well because the lighting sucks right now because it's 10 p.m. But but it's a very cute pink, okay, promise. And when I make these, I make them with honey and vanilla syrup because it's so good, okay? It is so good. Just a little bit. Can you even see that? Just a little. And then a little vanilla syrup. That's kind of a lot, actually. I'm gonna take some of that out. Okay, that's much better. Don't know why I poured so much. But, sorry you can like probably barely hear me because it's kettle. But I need hot water to make the matcha, so please deal. Anyways, as you probably saw in the previous clip, I've hit my camp goal. I have reached 30,000 words, which means I've also written 5,000 words today. Both pretty incredible, not gonna lie. I mean, I said earlier that I wanted to hit 5K and I was pretty sure I could hit 5K, but it has been a little bit slower than I thought. Have not really been in as much of a flow state as I have been earlier this week, which is understandable. Like I already said, I was in a weird scene, or in a scene that like was a little daunting, so that definitely went a little slower, but I just finished that scene. I hit 30,000 words pretty much right before I finished the scene, so I literally just wrapped up that scene. That is why I am here now, making my celebratory matcha. Genuinely had no idea that I would actually end up hitting that. I am pleasantly surprised, of course, and thankful, but I do still have an hour left in this write-a-thon, so I am moving to my kitchen table for the last hour. We're gonna chill, we're gonna drink this matcha, we're gonna write. I'm hoping maybe I can finish this chapter in the hour because I have one more scene in this chapter, and we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But I did hit my camp goal. I never thought in a million years, especially with how my trajectory was looking, that would even happen, but it did, and that's a dub. My water is done now. I'm gonna finish making this matcha. All right, 12 hours is officially over. We did it. I kind of went brain dead there at the end, but I did manage to squeeze out 500 more words in this hour, which is not terrible. I kind of lost the enthusiasm as I went, but you know, we got the opening half of the scene done, which I think counts. I'm gonna keep adding to the website until the end of the month, or until I finish the book, whichever comes first. For right now, that is where we're at, I think. Hold on. Yeah, 5:35. Yay! Me celebrating. How fun. I wish I hadn't added that extra one, but that's fine. Okay, hi. I'm currently editing this video, and I just got to the end of all the footage and I just realized I didn't film an outro. So big ups on me. But this is the end. This is the end of the video. I don't really have many concluding thoughts to say. It was a 12-hour write-a-thon. It went a little slower than I would have hoped it would, but given what part of the story I was in and how many big daunting scenes there were, and I know I talked about it in length in this video. The big scenes are daunting and it takes a little bit of encouragement for me to get into writing it. So with the amount of big scenes, big daunting scenes that were in this part of the story, I can kind of get why this 12-hour write-a-thon was a little bit slower than I would have hoped. But I did hit the goal. I did hit my goal of writing 5K. I won camp, which I'm still in shock about. I did not think that was going to happen for me this month. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen how ugly my camp graph has been because of how many jumps I've taken up to the top. I did it. I can't believe it. Big ups on me. I'm hoping the rest of camp is as successful, not just with hitting my word count goal, obviously, because it's done, but also finishing the book. That was another part of my goal, I'll have you remember. But yeah, that is it. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I know a few people tried to participate in the 12-hour write-a-thon with me. Life gets in the way. I don't know how many people actually managed to fully do the 12 hours because that's a big commitment. But if you did, let me know how your write-a-thon went. And if you didn't, Let me know how camp's going. Let me know how your projects are doing. Let me know everything in the comments. And hope to see you in the next one. Peace. Wow.